Welcome back, food lovers. Take 4 potatoes. Today we're making an incredible recipe, so make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss any important steps. Potatoes are actually really filling and a great source of energy. They're also rich in potassium, which is important for your muscles and overall balance. Simple ingredient, but really versatile. Cover the potatoes with water and let them cook on low heat. Next, take 2 garlic cloves and chop them in. Just a little garlic here goes a long way. It sharpens the flavor slightly and gives the dish a deeper, more rounded taste. Now it's time to prepare the mashed potatoes. Dear food lovers, I'm Mary, and I'm really glad you're here. I'd love to know where you're watching from. Let me know in the comments. Once the potatoes are nicely mashed, add 2 eggs. You might not expect it, but this is what makes the texture incredibly soft and rich. Trust me, the result is something you don't want to miss. Add a little salt just to your taste. Don't forget about black pepper. And last but not least, add 3 tablespoons of flour. Mix everything well. I really enjoy moments like this. Cooking can be surprisingly relaxing. You focus on simple steps and kind of forget about everything else for a while. And at the same time, you're creating something with your own hands, which always feels rewarding in the end. It's a small thing, but it makes the whole process even more enjoyable. By the way, do you enjoy cooking? Or is it more of a daily routine for you? All right, let's move to the pan. Add a bit of butter. Let it melt. Let's cook about 500 grams, around 1.1 pounds of minced meat. Go ahead and add the chopped garlic to the pan, then mix everything well. Now we'll need 1 onion. Just slice it up like this. Dear food lovers, I'd really love to have each of you as part of this journey. So if you enjoy simple recipes like this, you can subscribe and stay with me here. It really means a lot. Add the onion, give it a quick mix, and let it cook. Next, 1 red pepper. Just remove the seeds and cut it into pieces. I like using red pepper here because it adds a bit of brightness to the dish, both in flavor and in color. It makes everything look more appetizing and gives a nice contrast to the other ingredients. Sometimes small details like this really change how the dish feels in the end. Add the pepper to the pan and let it cook for a few minutes until it softens nicely. Add a little salt just to your taste. Then some black pepper. I like a bit of a kick here. It balances the richness really nicely. Finally, a bunch of fresh greens. I'm using parsley. Just chop it up like this. Don't forget to add 1 tablespoon of tomato paste. Fresh herbs always add a nice finishing touch and bring a bit of freshness right at the end. Add in the parsley and give everything a good mix. Next, prepare a baking dish with parchment paper and brush it with some olive oil so nothing sticks. Add the mashed potatoes to the dish and spread them evenly across the surface. I enjoy this part. It's actually quite relaxing. Now add the ground beef mixture and spread it evenly across the surface. As a final touch, we'll need about 100 grams, that's around 3.5 ounces, of cheese. I'm using cheddar, but you can use your favorite. What kind of cheese do you like? Let me know in the comments. Now add the mashed potatoes on top and spread them evenly. We're getting very close now, and this is the part where it all comes together. You'll want to see how this finishes. As the final layer, cover it with grated cheese. You can add as much as you like, depending on how cheesy you want it. Place it in a preheated oven and let it bake for about 30 minutes. Dear food lovers, your feedback means a lot to me, so let me know in the comments how you like it. And that's it. Our dish is ready. Serve it up and enjoy.